Hello makers, I'm popping in really quick with a very short video to show you a product that I absolutely love from Whimsy Stamps, because they are having an online hop on Instagram showcasing their NoFuss instant masks, and I think this product is fabulous. So I'm not part of the hop, but I wanted to play along because I love this product. It is in conjunction with online card classes with Christina Werner and Jennifer McGuire are sponsoring it. So you definitely want to go to the Whimsy Stamps Instagram page and then hop along with all of the participants in that hop and comment so that you can win a great prize from online card classes and Whimsy Stamps. So anyway, I love NoFuss instant masks. They make doing a really quick card even quicker. So I'm going to be using the instant masks for the Cutie Batootie stamp set, which is a Halloween stamp set. And so this is going to be a Halloween card. No surprise there. I'm going to be using this background stamp. It's the Farmhouse Shiplap background stamp, and I haven't gotten to use it yet. So I purchased it, and I absolutely love it. I think it'll be just exactly what I need for these Cutie Batooties. And then I'm using, this is a retired die set, but I love, love, love this die set. And the last time I checked, it is still available on the Whimsy site, and it is like half off or something like that, because it is in the sale section. So you want to go there. So I am using I'm going to use some of the grass for a little dimension on today's card. I'm not going to be using anything else in here. Okay, but back to what we want to talk about today, and that is the NoFuss masks. I am using mixed media, distress mixed media heavy stock, because it is my favorite thing to blend on and also to watercolor on, which is what I'm going to be doing to the Cutie Batootie images. And so I wanted to use this, and I'm going to be using my distress inks and my distress watercolor pencils. So that's what you need for today, plus a card base. And I just did a quick card base out of the black craft stock from the Tim Holtz ideology line. So that's going to be my card base, and let's get making. All right, I began by stamping my images onto my piece of mixed media heavy stock, and I didn't even clean off my stamp platform. This really is last minute. I made a complete last minute decision. I should be doing other things today, but I just love this product, and I completely wanted to join in on the fun. So there we have those Cutie Batootie bats, and they are stamped where I want them. So now I am going to dry them. I want to make sure my archival ink is nice and dry before I put the masks on. And so you get 4 sheets of the masks in each package. And I am not the greatest masker, but these make me look like I am. So once I got my masks in place, I inked up the Farmhouse Shiplap with archival ink in ground espresso and black soot, and I dried that also. I don't want any of my archival to smudge. And then I started coloring it in with, this is Scorched Timber Distress ink, and then I did add some hickory smoke to my background as well. Now, you can see that I have put it right over those masks, and then I'm adding a little bit of water because I want it to run down. I dry it, and then look at this. Isn't that amazing? And then if you're careful when you peel them off, you can actually put them back onto the sheet and you can use them again. Look how cute that is, like little wood grain masks. I love it. So cute. All right, so there's my background, the shiplap wood grain, and those masks did a beautiful job. And now I have my distress watercolor pencils, and I'm just kind of putting down some color with the actual pencils. I do have my palette out there. I didn't end up using it much today. Sometimes if I want lighter color, I depend on my palette a lot that I made from the shavings of the distress watercolor pencils. But here you can see I just added my colors, and then I'm just using my water brush and I am filling in. And those pencils just kind of dissolve and blend together beautifully. It goes very, very fast. Even though I have this where I did speed it up, it took me about 15 minutes to just kind of slowly color it in and blend these out and make sure that they looked nice and cute. Since they're cutie batooties, I wanted the bats to be cute. So that's all I did here, just blending out those watercolor pencils and then drying them. And then I went around the edges where I had kind of messed up a little bit, added some scorched timber. And then this is just a piece of mixed media heavy stock that I added some distress spray stain in forest moss and peeled paint, which peeled paint's my favorite. And then I'm just coloring it green because I want to die cut that little piece of grass from that paper. And so I've done that. That's going to go along the bottom of my card. So I needed to trim my card front down so that it would have a little bit of a reveal on my card base. So I've done that, cut it down by 1/4 of an inch on top and on one side. And now I'm just inking up a little bit of those white edges on the grass so they aren't so stark and they don't stand out too much. Another thing you can do is use a marker if you'd like. And I'm going to go ahead and glue those down with, I use Distress Collage Media for most everything. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down over the bottom of the pumpkin, trim it off, and then I inked those edges and decided it needed some stitching. So off camera, I did add some messy Halloween stitching, and now I'm attaching it to the front of my card base. And there's that reveal and the messy stitching. And so while it's drying and I have something heavy on it, I got another piece of mixed media heavy stock. I'm just adding a little bit of antique linen, and then I'm going to spritz it with some water and dry it so I can use that as a background for my sentiment, which is going to be the Hello Batiful from the Cutie Batootie stamp set. So I just inked it up with black archival ink. I stamped it, let it dry, and now I have my Tim Holtz spring scissors for my fussy cutting. I'm just fussy cutting around that, just in a messy style. It doesn't have to be perfect. I then went ahead and inked around it with a little bit of Distress ink and walnut stain and attached it to some black craft stock and then cut another mat out of it so that it would stand out from the background. And then I took a couple of foam squares, put that on the back of my sentiment, and I just go ahead and I popped it up in the top corner of my card, and that finished off the card beautifully. Well, here it is. It's such a cute card. I love that shiplap. The background stamp is just perfect for this. It kind of looks like the side of a barn or a fence or something like that. Fabulous. And look at how those masks just beautifully, perfectly masked off these little cutie batootie stamps so that I could color them in. And that it, they didn't let any of that shiplap stamping, soak through. Now they have Whimsy Stamps has these NoFuss instant masks for lots and lots of their stamp sets, not just the Halloween ones. I know you've only seen the Halloween ones here, but they have them for lots of their stamp sets. So I encourage you to follow the link in my description here to the Whimsy Stamps store, and you will be able to see a whole bunch of their instant no fuss masks and stamp sets. And then also be sure that you go to the Whimsy Stamps Instagram page, give them a follow, and then go ahead and follow along on their Instagram hop. Make sure that you go to all the participants in today's hop and leave a message so that you can win one of the prizes from Whimsy Stamps and online card classes. Thanks so much for watching.